So Shelter by Ghost is definitely gross. Well, actually, hold on. No. Let's get smart. Z. Let's wait till they draw so that they have something to discard, right? Self. Yeah, I'm sure. Roaming Throne. Yep. That's a lot of war, but now we get our Kefka back. Give me my Kefka back. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Mana Mana, and today's juicer is going to be Kefka. We are not clowning around today. We're going to try and see if we can get into Kefka, Ruler of Ruin. I'm not going to lie, this card seems to be a little bit more win more whenever you transform Kefka. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. We're already drawing a bazillion cards, so I think you kind of want Kefka as like a sort of like curve topper type of thing, but it's a new card, a very, very sick card. We're going to try and run it whenever Kefka enters or attacks. Each player discards a card, then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. So obviously we're going to lean more into like the enchantment creatures, because obviously these act as two things. We got like the FOMO, the summon Bahamut. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but you notice we got a pretty good clean spread of things. 12 creatures, 10 instant, 11 sorceries, 7 enchantments, 3 planeswalkers, because we also obviously have fear of missing out, so obviously that's going to be in our way. Regarding Valgavoth or the Summon Bahamut, you know, obviously if you're running into a little bit more aggro heavy stuff, you want the Valgavoth, and if you don't, you want the Summon Bahamut, just because like they destroy up to one target non-land permanent. Now, the summon has to be, you know, stick around. You know, he's kind of a boss. Look at that. The arms folded, and I absolutely love this. I've never played a Final Fantasy, but I can tell I would like this dude. So, obviously, only 3 Zombify. I'm not like all in on, like, we don't want to single-handedly rely on Reanimation. Like, it is a pretty cool trick, don't get me wrong, but I am a little bit nervous, obviously, because this is a best of 3 list. If you're running best of 1, I would just probably just go for all into the Zombify stuff. But the problem with best of 3 is that Ghost Vacuum is a thing. Obviously, I am running Ghost Vacuum. There's a bunch of, like, you know, things that can take care of graveyard, so I want to be able to win without the graveyard. So when that kind of happens, I do go in for, like, the Outrageous Robbery. And then I think you can probably even throw in another Jace or something like that. So you got to keep in mind, just bear in mind that if someone goes for like a Rest in Peace or something like that, you might be in a little bit of trouble. So that's kind of what happens with the Molten Collapse. You're like, why Molten Collapse? Well, Molten Collapse kills a Planeswalker, and Kaito is pretty much everywhere now that Dimir is back. Dimir is pretty much unhit by the ban list, and I think Dimir is going to be tier 1 now, but destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less, and that's going to get rid of the Ghost Vacuums. So again, if you're in a best of 1 player, which I think most people kind of are that watch my channel, and most players in general, you can just kind of ignore that, and then you can just maybe learn like something else if you'd like. But best of 1, just go all into the thing, because with Kefka, you're going to draw more cards with Kefka, so like you kind of like don't really need to run a control type shell. I don't really know how else to explain it, but you kind of want Kefka on the more top end of your curve, and then you just want some monsters to reanimate. I think that makes the most sense. I don't know, we're just going to kind of run a little Grixis-y stuff here, and hopefully we can get something to stick. But let's go and give a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs that do help out the channel financially. That means the absolute world to me. Continue giving you your due diligence, because you are the backbone of this channel, and the Aether cannot be saved without them. So that's just how it is. But dude, just keep in mind, only you cannot protect the Aether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Alright, Bahamut, Valgavoth, got our big juicy dudes, but we'll be alright. So let's go for the Verge instead of the Canal, just so that we can maybe cut something down here. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce basically anything on this channel, Clementine. I'm not gonna lie to you. Kefka. Looks good to me. It's always super nice having the option here to go in for like either a Malcolm or a Phantom Interference. I don't like this tome. This tome's actually, I can see this tome being pretty damn good in the current meta, just because it's a lot slower, and obviously this thing gives you a lot of value. Let's go for Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. Get lost. I don't mean we could Phantom Interference this. I think we do, right? Let's go ahead and do this. I kind of want to keep my Malcolm around. I feel like this is going to be kind of annoying for them. Plus, I don't really... I kind of need to set up here. This is too This is too bulky. Clementine, hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch. My Twitch, was trying to get that Twitch, I have no idea what is going on over by Twitch, but another big one. I guess we'll go for a Bahamut. But yeah, I mean, we're trying to get the Twitch thing going too. So I appreciate that. I'm so new to Twitch, it's absolutely insane. Hedron Archive. Okay, so they're basically going in for like Ugin, I'm assuming, right? What is this? Oh, this is that card this is like that colorless ramp card. This is interesting. I'm gonna cut it down. Might as well. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. You do have to tap out for it, which is kind of whatever. But this card is definitely kind of interesting. But Malcolm, do your thing. Now that I kind of have more of a better idea of what they're playing, I'm a little bit more afraid, because I think they're going to just go in for a big old Ugin. So I gotta need some counter magic here. And I don't have any counter magic. So let's see what we got here. Go for the throat, eh? I'm going to say no, just because I'm like 30% sure that they have a Ugin in their hand. Diapertron, the Iron Scale Hydra. Let me tell you what. This fool thinks that the Iron Scale Hydra is not the worst rare ever printed in the game of Magic the Gathering. Honest opinion. Alright, so I know Ugin's pretty good here. If you're wondering what Iron Scale Hydra is, you probably miss it because it's the worst card in history. I encourage you, I thoroughly encourage you to just Google it and see what it does. Alright, let's go and attack here. I'm gonna drop the Kefka. Here's the thing. Alright, here's the thing. I don't even want to discard the Valgavoth at this point, because if we get one more swing with Malcolm, we're gonna get Valgavoth for free. And free Valgavoth sounds pretty good. So let's go in for Kefka. And I guess we'll get this card a land. It's pretty likely that they discard a land as well, but okay, we're good, we're good. I want to transform Kefka at least one time. There's Ugin, son of a gun, not good. Alright. Add 3. So, no, don't you dare. Alright. Alright, so we're going to need our Planeswalker removal. I am packing Bitter Triumph. I told you I was packing Bitter Triumph. Thank God. Thank Ugin. I usually say thank Ugin to be funny, but I'm killing Ugin, so I don't know if I can say thank Ugin that we're killing you, Ugin. But I'm killing you, Ugin. We're packing Jonathan, that's for sure. Don't you worry about that. Alright, let's stock up and then Sewers, because we're going to surveil. I think we take another Bitter Triumph. Right? I mean, yeah, we're still a little bit too far away from being able to go for Valgavoth, so I think we just take another stock up, as weird as this is. If we hardcast a Valgavoth, I will laugh. Alright, no more Ugins, please. If they start sacrificing this, even if they do draw into the Ugin, they're going to be looking a little bit rough. But this is exactly why you run a Bitter Triumph. If we were just only running Go for the Throat, we would literally just would have lost. No! No, yo, chill! Alright. Alright. We're gonna have to literally just get rid of the Ugin, right? Let's do this. Shut up, Ugin. Just shush. We're gonna do this. Deadly cover-up. Evidence. I don't think that really matters a whole lot here. Just don't take away the creatures, right? Alright, let's make triple sure I didn't get rid of my big, juicy creatures. Alright, deadly cover-up. I'm just gonna get rid of this Ugin. If you don't have an Ugin to play, I think you're just cooked. I guess this is alright, but we'll worry about that later. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Get rid of you. Let's just get rid of all of the Ugin. So they still have a Bahamut, and then this thing. Which I'm gonna have to read that in a second. So they actually aren't just, like, done. But that's a pretty big... It's a pretty big gash, I would say, to say the absolute minimum here. So what is this? Fomori? Oh god, they can just kind of activate this at will now. Okay. Alright, so we kind of know that we don't have to worry about an Ugin. Pretty cool. This is annoying. I can already tell we're going to set up probably for a, I'm going to need a Brotherhood's End, because this is already kind of annoying the hell out of me. Stock up. So it's got to just be untapped land Overlord. Sure. Overlord of the Bahamut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might just hardcast this Valgavoth. I'm not even joking you. God, they cost 9. Absolutely insanity. But Kefka, you know, only costs 8 to transform after we cast. So I don't know. We already have a Valgavoth in my hand, so I guess it's just Kefka technically. But the Kefka, they have to discard, and we kind of give them the Monument to Endurance thing, so. Okay. I mean, I guess there's a world where we could maybe mill them out, because this is going to get grindy. I've been seeing a little bit more of this land here. Wait, why did I lose life? Hold on, time out. Why did I lose life here? Did I lose life? Discard a card. Oh, from this. There, okay. So we pretty much need a Bahamut, right? Yeah, otherwise they're just going to win off this Endurance. Okay. Yep, Fountain Port into Valgavoth. Yeah, hindsight, we probably should have grabbed a Bahamut then, huh? Push. Yeah, this is a win condition. As far as I'm concerned, this is a win condition, so. If we see another split up here, it might be Nighty Night. Might be game 2. Alright. We got big old plains, so that's nice. Please don't split up. I think this is pretty much the game here. If they split up, they just win. Yeah, or they have the same difference here, but. Alright, I think we are cooked. We are pretty much good to go to the next game, I believe. So we actually got rid of the Ugin, still just lost. That's absolutely fucking embarrassing. Yeah, really screwed up not grabbing that Bahamut. I think it's pretty much over, huh? I do run, yeah, no, Molten Collapse is only 1 drop or lower, so let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna actually help them out with the Endurance, but like, I mean, I still have to do it. So only draw 1 card into a stock up. So they go for the draw instead. Alright. Stock up. So Molten Collapse here. Destroy target creature or planeswalker, non-creature, non-land. So this is basically just for Ghost Vacuum, so this is just not gonna work. I guess it's Malcolm. Yeah, we really can't kill anything here. We might just be cooked to this stupid thing. I think we are. Very unfortunate here. I guess I'll just be go for throat, I suppose. Hangover till it's over or something like that, but damn. Might running 1 more Bahamut, so pretty much in Bahamut mode or die. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright. I still think it's over, but it's like 1 over, but not maybe not double over. Let's see what you got here. They might not want to like draw. They might just want to hit my life. I'm assuming they want to hit my life because that's their win condition, and I don't know if I can really challenge it right now. So the only thing I can really do is go for Malcolm and then go for the throat. Well, I got Zombify. That's kind of obviously what we needed here. Can they discard right now? I don't think they can. So let's go for the throat. Can they do that? I don't think so, right? They can only go for the tome. I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's just go ahead and just see what we got here. So it's gotta be summon Bahamut, so this can just destroy any target non-land permanent. I don't really care. The Malcolm's whatever. That's kind of weird that they did. Yeah, whatever. Totally fine. Tried out mono red, still solid. Yeah, are you still running like the mouse, or like what are you running with the mono red Clementine? So yeah, it's gotta be this endurance. If we get rid of the endurance, I mean, there's definitely a chance. So yeah, let's go for double maps here on the Bahamut. Oh, okay, yeah, Jace is perfect here. We can actually get Jace to just mill. Okay, we actually like that a lot. We'll keep the Jace around. We are running Kefka, Matt Dash. Hey, Clementine says, try me. Jonathan, that's a challenge. We're going for Kefka today, Matt Dash. Get some Kefka, some Valgavoth. We've already had a few sick wins here. I'm on the... I don't know what I'm on the rocks. I'm on the rocks for sure here. Basically, what they need to do is find a monument to endurance. That's their win condition right now. If they drop a monument, if they don't drop a monument to endurance, we might be looking okay. All right, that's good. That means they don't have the monument to endurance for sure, because they would have waited. That's fine. I really don't care about that. That's fine. The mouse package. Yeah, the mouse package. Are you running the Boros version? Because I think you could still probably do that pretty well. Fountain Port. So Jace is obviously a pretty good win condition here. 24 cards left, huh? I'm just thinking here. So mill 5. Or do I want to draw? That's the only thing. I think I kind of want to draw. So you got 18 cards left in your graveyard. I think we go for Jace and then just start drawing. It might be a little bit too like short-sighted. But if we -2, we get to draw a lot of cards. I'm gonna try it out. Alright, Jace, let me draw 3 cards here. Pretty delicious. And then we get a Zombify. Let's go. So what are we looking out for here? If we go Bahamut, we can kill, what, the Tome? I mean, it's kind of whatever, right? This is a discard enabler, so maybe we do this. Zombify onto Bahamut again. And I think we get rid of whatever has them discard, which seems to be like the Vault. So let's go for the Vault. Even if they do top deck or find a way to get into that thing, they can't anymore. Okay. Yeah, I would think that the Boros is the way to go with the mice now, because they still have that one, because now that Heartfire Hero's gone, they still have that 1-drop mouse, right? That can kind of replace it, I'm assuming. And then you still have, yeah, like you said, Sheltered by Ghosts. I think that's how you'd want to do it, but I haven't really tried it. I think everyone's just like so annoyed. Eventually I will try to run it for content at some point, but as of right now, I think everyone's just super sick of it. Okay, hold on, what are they gonna do here? Monument to Endurance. So I think what I have to do here is just try to Phantom Interference this. They're gonna be able to pay this, but they won't be able to oh, they have these. So they can't go for double of them. Okay, I think that's fine. We're still not out of this at all. But now I think we might be trying to do like the top deck stuff. So we got the Duress, which is kind of hilarious. Pretty smart on them for not going in for this. If I go for the Tome, they just activate it. So like whatever, they're gonna activate this no matter what. So I think we should just take one of these archives, I guess. So 19. So other permanents you control to each opponent. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything to really make use of that, which is kind of unfortunate. They have this too, so that's kind of unfortunate. Let's go for Duress. We'll take care of one of these, which is nice. But they have two, which sucks. 3 times 3 is 9. That's just not good enough here. Let's go ahead and hit him with this. Maybe I should have hit the tome to force them to scry or whatever, and then we just do this. But yeah, we're looking pretty cooked here. They don't have any sort of creatures. Yeah, the Firefoot Swordmaster. That sounds about right. I think this is fine, right? It's the one drop that gives you +1/+0 on your stuff. Alright, so they put that on top. That is a disaster. They put whatever they have on top, so that means they have an answer to this. Like, it feels pretty horrible. Monument number 1. Well, I guess I got rid of the other monument, right? Another monument. Well, they don't have any discard stuff, so as long as they can't find a way to discard, we're fine. But, like, you know, if they find a singular discardy thing, we just lose. Like, literally on the spot, which is terrifying. I guess we just go for treasure. I don't really want to do any damage to myself. The rest does nothing. But at least we get to draw 2 cards here. Oh, man. Let's see here. I think we just FOMO this, like, Darkslick Shores. If they don't have a way to discard, we're good. But this is so dangerous. FOMO does give me 2 common. Yeah, we can kind of finish this off. I think it's gonna be coming down to maybe like 1 more turn, but 1 more turn is pretty nerve-wracking. Let's go FOMO. It's just gonna be Duress. The rest doesn't do anything really. Cutdown doesn't do really anything either. God, I need a way to gain life. I need a way to gain life badly here. I'm just gonna draw. Let's just be greedy, right? FOMO. Alright, FOMO it is. Cut down, whatever. So this Molten Collapse is pretty interesting, because we have a lot of Descend, but... non-creature, non-land permanent with 1 or less, which is, you know... it can't be a land either, so... there's just really nothing doing with this one. So this is it. This is basically it, right? This is it. There's nothing else going on here. It's just that they discard, or if they find a way to discard something, we just lose. I really wish this hit artifacts. Maybe this should just be like a braid, honestly. Alright. I'm not feeling so good about... oh, they just have the Fomori. Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot they had the Fomori, so they just win here. Okay. Alright, we're not gonna... set, go. Yeah, looks alright. See if we can deadly cover up that Ugin again. That was pretty cool. Hopefully we can transform Kefka 1 time. I think it's going to be really, really difficult. Hopefully we can do it. I got no choice other than to go through the Bailmarks. We don't have a real red source here, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get our Malcolm. Because we don't have a red source until we activate this Verge. So Malcolm's the pick by default. What is that card? That card rings a bell. Curriculum? Whatever that card is. I think it rings a bell, but I actually don't know what it does offhand. Thundering Falls. I think we'll take the land. That's fine. I mean, we could just get a Bahamut out. And that... well, actually we can't because of the U. That's fine. That's fine. We'll still go for it. Let's go for Bahamut. I think it's still correct to take the land in general. I am not losing to this deck again. I simply refuse to. 4 generic, 4 Phyrexian black. Yeah, I have to look it up. I know it sounds like so familiar. I know I should know it, but I just don't. So, I mean, we just zombify the Bahamut or the Valgavoth, honestly. But they're running sweepers, so like I might want to just get greedy. Because if we go for Bahamut, it feels pretty wasteful in all honesty. I'm going to play a slower type game here. I want to set up for maybe like a Phantom Interference so that we can kind of protect our cards. I mean, we had it. I just like literally said nah to a Bahamut, but they just have like Day of Judgment split up. They just have so many things going on that like I think I kind of like the counter magic. This UFO thing is pretty cute. All right. Malcolm. It's kind of weird that they asked me to pay or whatever. Alright, so we're one more turn away from being able to go for Zombify and then counter, but honestly, if they've got treasure tokens, I don't know if I really like it at all. There we go. There we go. This is exactly what we needed here. Alright, so if they have all these treasures, I think we need to keep this, because just getting rid of this is going to feel so delicious. And I think I'm not even going to wait here. Brotherhood's End, destroy all artifacts, 3 or less. Goodbye. Oh, that feels so good. And then we got a Phantom Interference for any shenanigans they might have. If we top deck into... because this is not a negate, we should just do this while they can't pay for it. That's fine. If we can top deck into... I don't even know if we really need to top deck into anything here. Okay, so there's the Vacuum. There's the Vacuum. Bahamut, so we go, no more of that. It's kind of unfortunate. Maybe they go for the Vacuum preemptively, so that yeah, okay, so I think we already have all the Delirium stuff, so. But we're definitely going to hit Malcolm with this, just because Malcolm gets to go off twice. So let's see if we can find our anti-Vacuum card. That is not it. And swing again. So next turn we can go for Malcolm, and we can just put out whatever we need. Stock up, sure. I'm going to go for Deadly Cover Up. They're pretty much a ways away from being able to do that now. So let's go for Stock Up. I wouldn't mind a Negate. You ask and you shall receive. It's that easy. It's that easy. So we go for Negate. And then can't cast anything else. So I guess it's just a Shores. Overlord comes out to play. Got a Negate. We're looking good. Soul of Nightmare, how's it going? Yeah, we're doing pretty well. We lost the last one, but the first game was really, really sick. We're running Kefka, Grixis, sort of Reanimation, sort of mid-range. So let's see if they got like an untapped land and then they go in for the Bahamut that they stole. Day of Judgment, that is going to be an easy negate. No, thank you. That's it. Negate takes it. Alright, let's get 3 Brotherhood's End. I got 3 Brotherhood's End because I'm not messing around in the sideboard. We're just not messing around. Simulacrum or about... there's just so many different things that it hits, so... Raucous Theater, Jace. Do we like Jace? I don't dislike Jace. I don't think we really need Jace. We're going to go put you away. Collector's Vault, sure. Negate. Negate is great. Dr. Pepper, there you go. Soul of Nightmare. How you feeling about a Dr. Pepper there, Diapertron? How you feeling about old Dr. Pepper? Alright, this is pretty much an easy stock up, right? We'll have to discard a card, but I don't really care. I can't imagine they go for anything super crazy here, so I kind of want some more lands to set up for future turns. It's kind of yucky. I guess a Duress and definitely the land. I think I'll just discard the Valgavoth. I'm not hard casting this thing anytime soon. What's the best sodas? I need to know. I need to know. Dr. Pepper, stay hitting. I'm a root beer guy, but you know what? I can respect the pep. I can respect the pep. All right. Verge. I don't know if I really want... I want them to kind of like... I want to lull them into a false sense of security. But I have 3 of these, right? This is just too good of a curve. Yeah, destroy all artifacts 3 or less. And we still have a Duress. And we still have a more Brotherhood's End. So, like, yeah, I think this is just obvious. We're going to have to just make this play here. Alright. I think it's just... Let's not get cute, right? Let's just take away the Ugin. But we have negate for that, so I think it's actually the archive. The archive can draw more cards and stuff, so a little cute there. But now, you know, we have to kind of prepare for an Ugin here. So double tome, sure. 2 Bahamuts that they can't cast, and we got negates. But honestly, I'm a little nervous here. maybe we shouldn't be so nervous. Let's not be nervous. Let's just do it again. Coke, Dr. Pepper, root beer top 3. That's a respectable list. That's a respectable list. Coke, Dr. Pepper, root beer. Alright, so let's go ahead and Brotherhood's End again. They're left... Okay, so they have 4 mana, right? They've got 4 mana in their hand. Or 4 mana, Jesus. 4 big things in their hand, and then only 4 mana on the field. So, these are just like, you know, in Never Never Land here. So I think we want to get a little bit more pressure down. I don't have an instant. So maybe we just start pecking away with FOMO. Probably be a Phantom Interference, because we have another Brotherhood's End. But come to think of it... Ooh, this is actually close. Hold on, this is actually close. Let's hedge our bets here a little bit. I feel kind of weird about it. But we get Delirium either way. It can't be the Brotherhood's End, so it has to be either one of the counter spells. See, okay, now that I'm so glad we kept the Brotherhood's End now. Outrageous Robbery. Oh, this card's sick. Alright, here we go. Got the Delirium with the FOMO. We can rip this Outrageous Robbery. I think I want to, right? Let's wait for this. You can go ahead and collect your vault, whatever you need. Wait, why didn't they? I guess they want to keep this stuff. I guess that makes sense, right? Do we just rip them for 3? I don't know. It feels like we can get maybe a little more value out of it. Let's be a little more greedy. Got a Zombify, so if we go Zombify, negate, I think that's pretty much just amazing. So let's go ahead and do this. Before we rip anything out of our graveyard, let's keep the Delirium pressure up. Bang. Zombify. Valgavoth Terror Eater. Is there anything more beautiful than going in for a Zombify on a Valgavoth Terror Eater, and you know you've got the negate to protect it? I mean, is there like anything better? I don't think there is. Let's say they have, you know, Brotherhood's End, or not Brotherhood's End. What are those wraths called? Those white wraths that I haven't played in forever. Day of Judgment, Split Up, etc., etc. Give me that card. Give me that card! Valgavoth for the top, baby. Let's. How potent is Cut Down? I still think it's like obviously good, but what is it as good? Post ban? I don't know. We'll see. 3 lands looks pretty good. How do y'all feel about stock up? You're not getting hit. I have tried Enigma Jewel with the Boom Mobile. I think that's what it is. That's the last time I tried it, and it was actually pretty sweet. So, all right, we're gonna play this as if this was just the classic Prowess deck that was just killing everybody with Corey Steel Cutter. We're just gonna cut it down. I do have 2, so like maybe you could consider doing it, but I always like cutting them down on my turn for obvious reasons. Is there a way they can kill me here? Because if I go for stock up, yeah, that's greedy. But, like, can they really kill me? I'm going to let them have it. You get 3 lands with a Slick Shot Show Off. I'm not super convinced you can do it. But we'll see. We want at least 1 land here, right? For sure, 1 land. I guess Lily's not horrible. We'll do that. Alright, I tapped out. I tapped out to the Slick Shot Show Off. So if they have like what, like there's no more monstrous rage. So like realistically, like how? Come on. Realistically, I'm not seeing it. What is this? Channel Dragonfire. All right, there you go. Do your worst. Oh god. Oh god. What is this? Double strike. See, okay, they didn't kill me. So that's more than I would have liked. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely more than what I would have liked, or what I'm comfortable with. But that's okay, I guess. Alright, Molten Collapse. This is sorcery speed, so we'll just go ahead and do this on our turn, and then we've got kind of our options here between go for the throat and cut down. Or even no Malcolm, honestly. I'm a big fan of Malcolm. Just kind of flash it in. Swifty, sure. They are running white, which is kind of scary because of, well, okay, never mind. I was gonna say they can hold up protection spells with the white, but it's gonna be easy go for the throat on the Mr. Nemesis. Malcolm is literally like, nobody plays Malcolm. Literally insane. I always think it's a merfolk. Malcolm's actually a siren pirate. Alright, I think I would like to hold the cut down. Let's go for Lily. As weird as this is, I kind of want to like discard the card, even though we lose a card as well.
With the mysteries,
I think we're gonna do this instead. Whatever they have there, I just see now we just save out on 3 life this way. That just feels so much better. And I guess we just cut down while they're not gonna prowess themselves. And they're in top deck mode. I don't think they're gonna harmonize this anytime soon. Looking good, looking good. Eesh. They could just burn me at instant speed. Like, this is like a burst lightning. That's pretty bad, obviously. So they might be waiting for me to do this. So I guess we'll stock up, find a land. The odds that we find a land is pretty high, right? And we literally don't. Oh my god. Oh, it's so bad. That's so bad. All right, now we just got left with our pants down big time. Ugh. Okay, I guess we'll just take the land anyway. Not having that untapped land here is not good. Big womp womp. Boros Charm. Oh my god. Yep. Yep. Okay.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Don't burn me, please. Do we even have life gain? I don't know if we do. Not really want to go for Bitter Triumph here, so.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Alright. We can ult Lily, which I don't even know if it's going to matter if they just burn me, so. Maybe we get a... Let's swing in first before we ult Lily. It is unbelievably disappointing if you ult Liliana and still lose, which feels relatively likely. We're just getting rid of their lands. Like I don't think it like literally matters, right? This doesn't do anything, so sacrifice all permanents. If they top deck burn, they just win anyway, so I think we just say no. If they top deck burn, they just still win, even if we ult this, so I guess we keep her around for, like, removal or something. 1 damage. Need some lifelink. Zombify. Hold on here. Can we Zombify, do anything crazy? I don't think there's any, like, cute tricks we can really do here. There's no life gain here. That crime land, yeah, that crime land is it's better than just burst lighting, obviously, but geez. Let's see if we can get, like, a Valgavoth from this Malcolm and then Zombify it or something. Or maybe a counterspell. I don't even hate a counterspell here. Yo! Okay, we gotta survive 1 more turn. Zombify, Valgavoth. Oh, we got lifelink here. Got the, do they have the burst lightning? They have the lightning helix. Alright, alright. So, I mean, kind of smart. Alright, this looks pretty alright. This looks like the most alrighty hand in Alrightville. I mean, we can rock with this, I guess. Valgavoth, Terrator. I mean, this is pretty much the dream start here, right? I actually just paid 1 life for no reason, so yeah, I got too many verges and stuff in my head. Too many verges. Just paid 1 for absolutely no reason. Kind of embarrassing. If that 1 damage is gonna matter, and it might, honestly, in this matchup, I'm gonna cry. But we're looking pretty good here. We might just get a Zombify, and life should be good. That is completely fine with me, I assure you that. Pass. It's been a while since I've actually just done the whole, like, Valgavoth Zombify thing. Feels pretty good. Zombify? Valgavoth? Unless they have, like, Aven Interrupter. I'm trying to think of what, like, what in white here. Can you... Yeah, that's it. Alright, we didn't get to see the Zombify, but you see the vision. This is a little sussy. It's a little sussy. No like actual like real removal, but we do have Dreams of Steel and Oil to kind of get rid of. I guess we'll keep it. Whenever it's like close, I just keep it. 'Cause whenever you mulligan, you just you just get screwed over. So, all right, let's see what we take on the draw here. So they actually do hit the double mulli, which is kind of nice. So Swifty is like, you know, halfway to be expected, I suppose. See, now that we got a 2-drop here, that does kind of change things, kind of how our line's going to be played. So let's just go in for the Dreams of Steel and Oil. If we can get rid of something nasty. Nasty work there. Big miss. So we got to just get down FOMO. I think Kefka, man, I don't know. Is it Kefka or a land here? I really don't know. So we kind of forego the, I think we just throw FOMO out here just to kind of block. We're probably going to get chump blocked here, but they might lightning strike it. I think it's actually just going to be, well, we don't have double black for Liliana. So I guess it's just Canal, as weird as this is. I don't really want to get rid of Kefka. It seems kind of bad, but now that I got the Zombify, maybe it's the move here. They just passed. That's weird. Well, they have 1 land. Okay, never mind. It's not weird. It's not weird at all. Alright, so this only gives blue, and we actually don't have that. So we're going to have to go for Undercity Sewers, Bahamut, and then we got Zombify. That's looking pretty delicious. No blocks. No attacks. There's that crime land. Don't really care about that so much anymore. And look at this. Look at those rests in peace. Look at those rests in peace. I think the only one rest in peacing is you, my friend. Summon Bahamut, Zombify. We'll go ahead and absolutely obliterate your little Swift Spear. Hey, we lose out on Delirium, but that's a small price to pay. That's what's up. Summon Bahamut for the win. Yeah, this looks as good as it's gonna get, right? Kubkram. Kubkram, how you doing? Let's see what we're playing against here. I could go for FOMO. There's nothing We're gonna keep the FOMO. I don't want a FOMO here, because, like, there's nothing I want to discard. Not really. I'd rather just hold Phantom Interference, kind of be annoying. Let's just be annoying, right? Exactly. That's why we're gonna be annoying. Mazemind Tome, if you let this resolve, they draw like 6,000 cards, and now we got Valgavoth, and that is exactly why we wait. Let's wait again. In case we get a Surveil land. So let's get rid of the Valgavoth. In case we get a Surveil land here, we don't want to drop the land premature. And we have a turn 4 Valgavoth. Obviously Valgavoth, not really the greatest thing in this type of deck, because I'm sure they have like board wipes. So I mean, we've got the Valgavoth, but, like, you know, I'm sure the board wipe's coming. But I think we still rock it, right? Come on, let's get real here. Valgavoth Terra Eater. Let's at least force them to have it. Wow, okay, I guess it, okay. Alright, so we got all of the hate cards on our opponent. I think we keep this. Even though I don't really have a plan of my own. I guess Malcolm can find us a plan. I'm gonna keep this. I know this seems a little bit weird, but if they get rid of one Malcolm, I think Malcolm can kind of facilitate. Do I really care about this? Not really, right? I mean, if I am going to, I commit to the Abrade right now. Let's just wait. I don't really care about this. Sent them in the Discord. I'll take a peek sees here in a second here, Matt Dash. Tome. Yeah, well, we got Brotherhood's End, but I don't have another red source here, so. Lodestone Golem? That's got. What is that? That doesn't ring a bell at all. Is that historic or something? Historic Brawl? Alright, flashing this Malcolm. I want to see if I can get into another red source here. Fountain Port? I like you, but you're not a red source. Come on, red source. I think they Trexadactyl, yes. I have a feeling. I haven't seen the Ugin yet, but I gotta imagine it's coming. We got a lot to do here. I don't know. I guess it's just another Malcolm. End turn. Do I want to Abrade here is the question. What's like the worst thing they could do that I could negate? I'm actually going to do this here. I don't really love it, but they're going to start drawing a lot of cards and getting a lot of value off that, so. Yeah, the archive, right? Hedron Archive. I guess they could go for that, but it's just going to be a tome instead. Eh, whatever. Alright, so there's our red source. So I don't really want to yeah, I'm not going to go for a Braid if we can just Brotherhood's End. Because they're seemingly going to do this no matter what. We'll just hold still. Yeah, I really do not like this tome, though. They draw so many cards off of it. It's pretty important to get rid of these things. Countering Ugin with Negate feels cool. I did that. I actually did that. Yeah, I actually did that. Trexadactyl. Negate is just awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to Brotherhood's End. Yeah, no point in going in for a Braid if we're just going to Brotherhood's End. Destroy all artifacts. Bang. So they're going to take a draw. Take your draw. Get rid of these artifacts here. Yeah, I don't love it. Do your thing. Use Spyglass to shut down Ugin. That card is so cheap. Yeah, Ugin is definitely annoying here, but I got a little present for Ugin. But those tomes are no joke. I don't really mind this that much. I think we want to go red. I always come prepared. I always come prepared with those basics in this 3-color decks. You're not catching me with my pants down here, Demolition Field. Yeah, it exiles on cast, which is crazy. That is crazy. Alright, let's go for Mirrex. So they went for Demolition Field on the Fountain Port, but I have a Mirrex now. I kind of have both. I kind of like the Mirrex more versus control-y decks, and then Fountain Port a little bit more in like grindy or mid-range decks. But if you don't have another Demolition Field, I will gladly give you a little something to worry about here. Mirrex is like not used at all by anyone ever. I like it. I certainly like the Mirrex still. Toxic. Yeah, it exiles on cast, and then you can have it. Just take it. I'd rather keep mine to negate for something else. Take your little tome. Take your little tome. I'm gonna overwhelm you with Mirrex tokens here. All right, I got two little buddies here now. So the only problem here, which actually kind of sucks, is my Mirrex actually died to the Brotherhood's End, which really sucks. But oh well. Ah, you're at 3 now, my friend. You're at 3 now. Yeah, I just chill, right? I think I am going to Abrade here. I'm not a big fan of this tome just drawing them cards, but they almost have so many cards here that I don't know. I don't know if that's even really the right move at this point, but we'll see. No! Demolition Field, no! Oh, it's so bad. I think we're going to try and commit to the Mirrex here. So let's do this one more time. By the time this resolves, we can hope negate for like a Brotherhood's End or whatever. I don't think we have one. This is a blue source, right? Make sure this is blue so we can negate. So right now, I think this is kind of our win condition here. These little mites. And that second demolition field, pretty nasty. Yup. Alright, we're kind of on our last leg here, so... And a land off the top. They have pretty much destroyed all of our defenses here. Pretty unfortunate. We don't even threaten lethal on the back end here, and they probably have a sweeper, I would imagine, so... Oh. Interesting. I haven't seen this card in a hot second. I can just kill this, right? Pay 7 life? Yeah, that's fine. I guess I'll just play the sorcery, right? Deadly cover-up. I don't want a deadly cover-up for sure. Life is a resource, and we're just... Hey, we're gonna do it. 7 life, 7 deaths, no problem. We're gonna get him to 9 poison counters here. We might fall a little short. 9 poison counters. I'm not feeling so hot about this one, though. Woo! Let's go! Ass. 616, how you doing? Looks cromulent. Not amazing of a hand, but cromulent. Duress. Duress is yucky on turn 2. I don't like that. Pass. Hard pass on that one. So is this, kind of. Alright, whatever. Do we just go Bailmerk here? Let's go Bailmerk. Valgavoth, here's the thing. I don't really want the Valgavoth, honestly. I'd rather just kind of keep this thing in the graveyard. Especially if we have a stock up, we can find our Zombify. Stevibo, how's it going? I actually forgot. I don't even have a good reason. I just kind of forgot. But yeah, I think we're going to hedge our bets here with the cut down and the torches. I think torches is probably better here. But let's go in for this. Find a Zombify. Don't find a Zombify. That's okay. Probably want to go land. I don't really hate another stock up, to be honest with you. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I really need to swap in those torches, though, because that was, yeah, those damn Dread Knights. Okay. I'm gonna think that I passed on a Lily. Probably should not have. I don't think I really... Yeah, because they have the air bloom thingy here. And this can give them a draw of a card. So, that's kind of gross. Let's go for... this and just pass. And then we can go for the throat. I want them to commit to this. We get a little bit of value that way, I suppose. Okay. That's fine-ish. What the hell is this? Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, switch your library for an... Okay, I think we're just going to kill this instead then, right? Ward 2? Sure. I don't... Wait, hold on. Wait, saddle is different from crew, right? Saddle, it has to be... So saddle... have to be... They have to have not summoning sick, right? I thought they had to not be summoning sick. I don't know. I'm not going to waste too much time here. Am I crazy? Or is that in list? Am I mixing those up? Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go ahead and stock up here. Got a deadly cover up, which feels pretty good. If they're going to be like a more creature heavy build. We'll go deadly cover up. FOMO, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and burn one of these FOMOs. I don't love it. Because we have the deadly cover-up, which is pretty much our plan here. But we got a Bahamut. Alright. Eventually we'll find a way to Zombify here. I think if my plan is to deadly cover up, I probably should just block. Avoid the damage, I suppose. Get them to commit to this. It kind of sucks. They're going to, what, trample, draw? I guess they have less mana for creatures then? I don't know. Doesn't feel great. But we're blowing up the board no matter what, I guess. Sylvan Scavenging. Oh my god. Okay. Beginning of... Oh, what does this do? I have not seen this card in forever. Beginning of your end step, choose one. Okay, so this is going to be persistently annoying. But we can rock with this. Just go ahead and just clear the board. Bang, bang. Crew is instant speed. Saddle is sorcery. Yes. There is another one, Matt Dash. It's called Enlist. And you can only tap them if they're not summoning sick. It's called Enlist. I always get those confused. But yes, you are right. Is it the Sunmare or the Beza? That's, I think we'll just take the bigger one, even though the Beza is kind of annoying. Nothing really up in here. Bang, bang. Let's take a little bit of a look at what they got here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Roaming Throne. This is a cool deck here. Alright. Alright, we're roping. Sorry. And then the Overlord comes out to play. We're looking pretty good. I guess not. They're probably just going to Ride's End the Overlord right away, right? Yeah, this is just like a true Selesnya build. Interesting. They tap out for the Ride's End, which kind of sucks. Alright, Sylvan Scavenging. But they don't have anything to go along with it, so not really the biggest of deals. Let's FOMO the Bahamut. Counter Magic is kind of cool. I mean, depending on what they have, maybe I should have got a better look at their deck. I think they've got enough mana, though, to be honest. So, let's just go for Jace instead. I think we'll just take a draw. I already have Delirium, but I kind of want to get me going here.
No secret escapes my grasp.
No secret escapes Jace's grasp. So I think I have kind of two things to worry about here. What you doing here? Get lost. What was that all about? That was kind of weird. Oh, they want the Sylvan Scavenging. That makes sense. Okay. Let's go for some FOMO action here. This is a grindy little game. These games are kind of fun, though. These, like, little, like, just grindy. No one's really got anything too crazy here. They can animate this, which is annoying. Map. Alright, 2 lands off the top. Kinda hate to see it. Yikes. How many blue sources do we have? Not enough? Killer. Why did he get rid of all my blue sources? That is so awful. Oh, that's such a nightmare. Yeah, that is not good. Alright, swing in here. Yeah, I got rid of, why'd you get rid of all my blue sources, dog? Alright, absolutely disturbing. Don't tilt, don't tilt. Alright, Restless Prairie. We're gonna probably flash in a Malcolm, I would assume. I could double... I mean, I could just block here, right? Their whole plan is to go in for the Sylvan Scavenging. So, if I go for Malcolm... If I double block, this is going to be so bad if they have, like, a Get Lost or something. You can never trust the auto tapper. You really can't. Okay. I don't know. Seems okay to me. Auto tapper, you're annoying me. Let's try this. There we go. Come to think of it, might just have to let's get rid of this Phantom Interference.
I'm tired of your secrets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then next turn I'm gonna hard cast a Summon Bahamut. This is supposed to be like a Kefka deck, and I've only been going for like the Bahamut the whole entire time. Alright, we got some Kefka Court Mage. Hopefully we can make Kefka kind of go here. Let's just get a Duress. Let's just take a peek at their hand. They're not really like a creature-heavy deck, or well, I was gonna say they're mostly a creature-heavy deck, but if we just get a look and take away something, even if it's something kind of small, I mean, it feels pretty good. Yeah, keep them collapse, sure. We're gonna need that for this roaming throne. Oh god, scratch that. We actually need this for Polukranos. Okay. Have a day there, Polukranos. I forgot Polukranos was even in standard. Pretty wild card. Rest in peace. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't need rest in peace to like win, even though obviously we would prefer it. We don't need it. You know what I mean? Don't need it. But I do prefer it. I kind of like Malcolm, if I'm being honest. But it's not a land. We probably need a land to kind of take care of this stupid roaming throne. But go for the throat, actually. I don't know how we're going to deal with this. Alright, Zombify. Yeah, there's that rest in peace that takes care of us. They're actually troopers, because they must have got this from a pack. Because it's actually a mythic rest in peace. Which is pretty interesting. Because they have I have the uncommon version, so I can appreciate this mythic. I guess it'll just be cut down. They most likely aren't going to go for an instant, I would think. So we're going to play a little bit of a game of chicken here. I guess it's just Zombify here. They definitely don't have a sorcery. There's no way, right? So Artifact Creature gave us 2, which is pretty nice. So Shelter by Ghost is definitely gross. But they're kind of all out of steam now, and we can go for Bitter Triumph. So they have Ward 4? Oh my god, actually I don't know if we can now. Wait, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can, right? Am I crazy? Let's just do this again, right? Well, actually, hold on. No. Let's get smart, Z. Let's wait till they draw. So that they have something to discard, right? Let's wait until they have something to discard. I guess I'll discard myself. Yeah, I'm sure. Cut down. This way they have something to draw. Roaming Throne, yep. That's a lot of ward, but now we get our Kefka back. Give me my Kefka back. Let's go.